Let's switch to first alert weather now, and Tropical Storm Debby continues to slam the southeast this morning as it makes its way toward the northeast. It's dumped historic amounts of rain in Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina, causing flash flooding in some areas. At least 4 people have sadly died, and that storm is also causing a travel nightmare nationwide, delaying and canceling thousands of flights.
Yeah, we know a lot of people who are about to fly out. So, Tevin, how and when should we expect Debby's impact here in Massachusetts?
I think we're going to see a lot of rainfall, not only from Debby, but leading up to Debby on Saturday and Sunday. That's when we're likely to see some of the impacts. And then in terms of when that storm arrives, even Friday night, conditions start to go downhill. So this is not the situation where you can turn your eye away from the forecast, even though this storm, again, we talked about it, you guys, yesterday. It's 1,000 miles away across the southeastern U.S., and it's weakened since yesterday, too. It's a tropical storm with winds at 45 miles an hour. But watch what happens in the coming days, which, by the way, a lot of the rainfall right now is offshore. It is pushing back onshore. In the coming days, this storm slows to a crawl, and this is very dangerous, and it's a prolific rainmaker, too. So the reason being, in terms of why we're likely to see 10 or 20-plus inches of rainfall, measuring it in feet, by the way, across the southeast, is because this storm slows down, practically stalls and stops, and then picks back up intensity on Thursday as it's out over the ocean with winds perhaps 50 to 60 miles an hour. And look at this stretch all the way into the northeast now, and perhaps Canada, Saturday morning, first across D.C., and then Sunday morning across portions of northern New England and Canada. So at this point, we will start to see the overall form of Debby really rip apart, but it will still carry that tropical moisture with it. So what we are looking at right now, prolonged periods of rainfall Friday and into Saturday. There is some uncertainty with the track. Does it go a bit more inland across portions of the Ohio River Valley and skip the northeast, or does it go straight through the northeast? Well, that remains to be seen. But we are likely to have travel impacted as early as Friday night. It will be breezy and gusty with winds near 45 miles an hour. And a lot of the downpours, not just from Debby, but the rain that we're getting today, that will ultimately lead to that threat or that chance of some street flooding and also stream and river flooding, too, with the water gauges running high already. So through the morning hours, the storm still sits out across the southeastern U.S. and the Carolina coast into Thursday morning. So 24, 48 to 72 hours of this storm just dumping rainfall across the southeast. And then it's the northeast turn Friday afternoon, Friday night, and ultimately into Saturday morning, I think, is when we really see the brunt of the storm pick up. Over the Charles River right now, the only thing picking up is just the haze and the humidity still in the air. And the rainfall, it's on the way. We're at 77 degrees right now with winds out of the north and west at about 9 to 10 miles an hour. Hour by hour, notice how we really slide down. So the rain cooled air, again, it will do its job today. I don't think we see our highs for the daytime high get above 70 degrees. Where you're at right now, that is the hottest point of the day. Looking at First Alert Live radar, most of the showers that we've got are pushing across Essex County right now. Drier air on the west-hand side. So it's not a bad morning for the commute. It will be the evening, the overnight hours, and then tomorrow morning where we start to see more widespread showers. And look at the temps sliding even more. 69 degrees for a high on Wednesday. Thursday, it's a much more better day. That is our dry break in between the rainfall of today and then ultimately the remnants of Debby on Friday, Saturday, and perhaps early Sunday. We'll talk about this full forecast coming up more.